The backlog of cattle into the processing plants is beginning to ease. Prices for prime cattle in the sale yards are above the equivalent schedule price, indicating that competition for finished cattle is heating up. Post-COVID restrictions on bull sale season is into the swing of things, with, of course, now back to normal. And, of course, what is really into the swing is those prices. Fetching this week, the top price of the season, $68,000, bull going from Brooklyn Station to a partnership of Umbrella Range and Argyle Station down south. Joining us now to discuss this is National Livestock Partnership Manager for Global HQ, Hannah Gudsell. She's going to give us a bit of a wrap on how the sentiment and the dollars are passing through these rostrums around the country. Welcome, Hannah. Firstly, I really wanted to let our audience know about the awesome new bull sale update that people can subscribe to and that information that you're getting out there thanks to PBB, Performance Beef Breeders.
Yeah, so we send out our bull sales EDM on a Tuesday and Thursday. You can flick me an email at livestock@globalhq.co.nz or sign up through our website, and that comes out twice weekly, gives a wrap of all the sales that we've managed to get a hold of, the results. And we've also just put up a platform on our website as well that gives a tabled results. All of the ones so far, which is a bit hard to find when you're trying to find one result. We've all put them in one place, which makes it a bit easy, and PBB have been awesome and come on board, which is great as well.
That's awesome. So just clarifying for our older audience, an EDM is an email, just so that you know. So you go livestock@globalhq.co.nz, send Hannah an email, and you will get an email from her twice a week with all of those prices. So let's talk us through the kickoff for the sales this year. What about the difference between breeds, Angus versus Hereford? Hereford seems pretty strong.
Yeah, so Hereford are having a pretty strong year. Prices across the board aren't as good for some breeders, but a lot of studs are bucking the trend as such, and they're having higher than average prices. Angus generally do sell a bit higher, but we are seeing those good strong Hereford prices coming through. Also for your exotics as well, so you've had some good Charolais results. Hemmingford had their sale today and they had a couple go for 16, which was real good. Some South Devons, Kaimoa had a real good sale. And yes, the Simmentals as well. Kira Simmentals had 18,000 as their top price, which was about on par as last year, and also the average went up. So we're seeing some good prices across the board with different breeds, which is quite good.
What about these clearance rates? Because I talked to Cam Higgy and there was sort of an encouragement of sort of cutting down the numbers that the bulls that they were putting up, and so therefore to improve these clearance rates.
Yeah, so a lot of breeders put up a smaller quantity of bulls, but then again, you've got better quality, so they're often having a better clearance rates. There is still a bit of a mixed bag with results, so some studs have had a lower clearance rate, unfortunately, but that's just due to COVID and all the things that have been happening this year. But people are generally getting good clearance rate, but there are still bulls out there. I do encourage people to get in touch with a breeder whose sale's been, if they do know there has been a couple of bulls left over in the paddock, because I do know they are wanting to move them.
What I'm absolutely stoked about is the list that you sent me through of these bull sales that are getting behind these charities, and it could be everything from Silver Serum Charolais supporting the Canterbury AMP show through to Tamani last year supported Will to Live. Could you give a bit of a wrap and a shout out to some of these studs and what they're supporting?
Yeah, so Tamani again are doing a donation bull, and half of that is to St John and half is to Cheviot House and School. And then you've got Silverstream, Rycon and Beechwood. They've all given a bull's proceeds towards the New Zealand Ag Show, which is vital to keep it alive for next year. And then there was a Hereford stud, Matatoki down, that were doing $100 per bull to St John. And that's just a few off the top of my head, but it's great to see breeders getting behind causes, and that Angus and Hereford are pushing people. It is a COVID year, it is a difficult year, but one bull, if you can spare it, is great, and it just helps charities out so much.
Now, I know that you said that we shouldn't probably talk too much about the online platforms, but just as a bit of an overview, who has there been studs that have continued through and utilised the online platforms, or has everybody pretty much reverted back to their on-farm sales?
So I think at the start, everyone had to put a contingency plan in place just in case they couldn't have an on-farm sale. Online platforms did see studs pull off some of their sales, but that was expected because I said at the start, if we can have on-farm, we're going to do an on-farm sale. But there has been an uptake of your Bidder, Auction Plus, My Livestock streaming. Some people have streamed it through their Facebook page. It's just allowing a large audience to have a look. And it just means that I know for a couple of studs, they've had breeders come and have a fly down, have a look at a couple of bulls they were interested in, and then had a bid online because they couldn't make the actual sale date. So it just gives a bit more flexibility, but it also gives for next year, people have had a chance to have a look online at their sales. Like, oh, I might go have a look at this one next year. And I think it'll really open the market up.
And what's your predictions going forward? Some of these really beefy Canterbury sales with some big numbers through the rostrum, as well as, of course, those very sought-after East Coast cattle in Gudsell. What do you reckon? Is people holding out for those big numbers that we might see some record prices?
I don't know if we'll see record prices, but I think we will see really strong prices. I think the fact that people can actually get those sales under level 1 restrictions, so there'll be no number restrictions. I know Tamania was making everyone register, but now that's a bit obsolete. So just check all like pages, Facebook pages and stuff like that. But I think we're going to have a good cracking few weeks to come.
Yeah, I know. Tim Wilding would be gutted because he thought he might have been able to save on booze, only having 100 people there. But everyone's still going.
A bit of making up for the sales that they couldn't have a bit of a drink at, but that's all right.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Hannah, for all that you do in the livestock field for Global HQ and working closely with the team at AgriHQ. I'll give you a bit of a shout out again. Email Hannah, livestock@globalhq.co.nz if you want an email to drop into your inbox, giving you all of those bull sale results so you don't have to go looking. That's National Livestock Partnership Manager Hannah Gudsell.
This is Sarah's Country.